right, let's see what we can do against the English. And I'm feeling like a Dutch. That would be okay if I played a G6 system, but I don't see the point against a classical setup premature move. And we've got like a extended Bogo Indian. Okay. Knight's typically better on C3, so it helps with D5. It's normally why you want to take with D2. Easy development with the remaining piece. Not very intimidated by that. Just go G6. You don't want the knight to be in the way of the bishop. Doesn't have a future there. D6, not D5. You want the pawn structure to agree with the bishop. D6, E5 at some point. And that way the pawns are on the opposite color of the bishop. It's normal, typical plan type stuff. Queen B3 at some juncture. I'm going to go King H8. Let's go ahead and go D6. So now, for instance, Queen B3, King H8, so I don't have to worry. And here, this looks comfortable. You want to go that way. Okay. A lot of good options. A high quality problem. Idea is the knight doesn't have a good square to go to. Actually, which one's better? This one or this one? I like taking this one better as it keeps the pin on the knight. C5, rook E7, rook F7, queen E4. No reason to allow him to get there. Don't allow unnecessary counterplay. Now if queen E7, I'm happy to trade. Yeah, you want to trade? Happy to trade. Okay, under these circumstances, question is, can we get away with it? I believe we can. I don't see any knight route that's going to hurt us. So I'm going to go here, followed by rook E8, and win the endgame. Outside pass pawn really helps, especially in the knight endgame. You want to go there. That's fine. Okay. Something to worry about. You protect the base pawn, you have no worries. Create an outside pass pawn, it's really hard for a knight to deal with. Rook pawns are your friend versus knights. I'll come over here now. Okay. Let's see what happened with this one. And this was just an early speculative move by my opponent. Now, I wouldn't mind it at all if g6 had been played, but with e6, h4 just ends up being a waste of move, I feel like. And we get this Bogo Indian. The only difference is typical Bogo Indian pawns on f7, so it definitely helps having more control in the center. So an improved Bogo, and black already has some edge here. G6, D6, knight B7, and knight G4 here. Okay. Followed by C5. Definitely makes more sense than what I did in the game. It's opposite side castling, so you should be flinging pawns in order to open up the position. With white's pieces in a clump in this way, queen's covering the G5 square, preventing the knight from getting anywhere good. That's the main idea you want to avoid, D5, E5, knight E6, because you can't get the knight out of there. But it doesn't work for numerous reasons. And here, even knight E1, you can't play F3 to get my knight out of there because I'll take on E3. So it's really hard to see how white's going to make any progress. And in the meantime, rook C8 takes B5 or D5, looking to line up. Yeah, easy play. I played E5 and makes a lot of sense. I don't like opening around my king though. And if here, yeah, makes sense, makes sense. I am satisfied with what I got though, as I was able to force it to this type of position. Queen A4, good move. So if I take, that's a big, big problem. So I can't take, and it's a game. But yeah, interesting. It didn't even like taking on H6. Bishop G4, all about getting key squares. That helped, as it's one less piece to worry about. Rook E8, simple and effective. Never should I miss that type of move. So then it took another 2 moves when I could have done it immediately. And force things. Notice with the constellation of pawns, when it's 4 versus 4 like this, white can't create a passer unless he wins one of the pawns. With my knight on D8 defending the base pawn, weakest part of the chain is the base. If this king can't approach, all we have is an outside passer, so the game is over. And this is one of those positions, if you let the engine run long enough in, it's going to be infinite evaluation for black. You can see after 1 move, 2 moves, the eval's jumping, and it should get higher as the pawn gets closer. And now queen, and we saw, yeah, 68, and then it starts calculating mates. So makes sense with that one. Interesting kind of Dutch Bogo Indian hybrid. A lot of idea overlap with those openings, and also colors reverse like Nimzo Larsen. So if you enjoy those positions, you should maybe think about structurally playing some of those guys.